Welcome back to Spartan Design University. We're going to continue designing for the mobile phone by styling the content of our page. Right now it's just a mess. There's no styling applied at all. I'm going to do a lot of copy paste here because this should be, most of it, a review. Down here in the content, so far we've styled the H1, which says assignment resources. We've styled the HR, which is that nice red line right there. And after that, we have an article. Each one of these 9 sections is contained inside of an article with a link to it from our navigation down to that section. So let's start by styling the article. We're still on our phone. So we're going to put padding at the bottom, and we're going to put a dotted line at the bottom. Whoops, sorry, save. There we go. So let's hit refresh, and you can see that dotted line right there, and there's now a visual gap between each one of them. Now, each of these is an H2 that lives inside of the article. We've also got some paragraph, which is this part, which is the filler text. So let me drop in some code here. We're going to talk to the article, which lives in the content, and I should probably be consistent by doing that. So the articles, we're going to get those two. The H2 that lives inside the article, we're going to make it bold. Remember we had the 300 and the 600. We're going to increase the font size, put some space at the top to push it down, and change the color to one of the colors from our color scheme. Paragraphs, font size 1, that's probably redundant, but it's okay. Padding, remember this is top, right, bottom, and left. So this left indent is going to kick it in just a little bit more than its parent H2. We've got a color, and we have a line height, which, if we notice how squished these lines are together, some of these Google fonts are designed that way to be squishy, so I have to add some line height to kind of press them away from each other. Okay, the gap right here, okay, this is 2%, but the gap from there to there, that's this padding right here of 1 EM. So now we have a much nicer looking phone version of our site. We can see each of the major sections. We can read, even though we can't read it, this font is legible now. Now we just need to worry about the top. Our source code, that's just a basic anchor, but it has a class equal to top. So, once again, I've got lots and lots of stuff I've thrown at it. So let me just paste it in and walk you through it, because this should be a review. So content, anchor with a class of top. Got a background color, font size a little bit smaller than normal. It is bold. The text color is white. Has a border radius large enough so that it looks like a nice half circle. Padding is the space inside, so a little bit at top and bottom, a whole bunch at the left and right. Margin top to push it away from the information above it. Float it to the right side so it sits over here, and turn off the line underneath. So let's hit refresh there. There is the result of that CSS right there. And I click on it, boom, takes me back to the top. Now one thing in our navigation area is this menu looks a little bit squished against the top and bottom. So I'm going to come back to my nav UL, which I don't have yet, so let me add it. The unordered list needs some padding. I'm going to put padding at the top and bottom of 1 EM and none at the left and right. save. Refresh, and there we've got a nice visual gap there and there. So now we've done some basic styling, including a review of rounded corners here.